This Irish American cotton candy haired Nelk boy that loves huffing and puffing the devil's lettuce has had a rise to the top of the bantamweight division quicker than Nina Drama's rise to the top of UFC MMA media. But anywho, I'm not here to break down any of the times where Sean O'Malley finishes quick, maybe sometimes with just two pumps with his fist in the UFC, okay? I don't know about striking. No. I'm here to break down something that's pretty underrated in Mr. Sean O'Malley's game. That's his Chadley physique.
What?
Fellas, we're going to be diving into how great, just kidding, Sean O'Malley is not blessed with the contractile tissue, but he's got some pretty good wrestling, and we're going to dive deep into that. Sean O'Malley has one of the slickest takedowns in MMA history, okay? I mean, it is straight nasty and just high level as it can be, okay? It is one of the few, if not the only takedown in Steve Wilduit's acquaintance's career, all right? In the fight, O'Malley is going against Peter Yan in Abu Dhabi. He scores this cheeky takedown. I mean, it is a combination of this outside step double leg to a duck under, okay? An outside step double leg is different than your traditional knee over toe double leg in the fact that you read with your non-attacked hand or the hand that is not associated with your lead leg, okay? You step with your non-lead leg, and you step at the same time with the outside hand. In a traditional double leg, you step with your lead leg through in between the opponent's two legs, and you use your lead hand. If you're a right-handed stance, that'd be your right hand, and you suck in your opponent, and you drive across and finish. The outside step, you step to the outside with your non-dominant leg and non-dominant hand, and you use that to slingshot into the traditional double leg and to finish it the same way, all right? Russians and other Eastern Bloc wrestlers have been using this technique for decades, okay? And it's become popular in the States recently due to Penn State wrestlers, okay? And you'll see this technique being utilized. In my opinion, the outside step double leg is just underutilized in MMA, okay, Chads? Especially in a southpaw versus traditional situation. In striking, your lead hand or your lead leg is your non-dominant side because you want that awesome dominant hand in the back so you can create more power and torque in order to create that knockout finishing force, okay? Wrestling, it's the opposite. You want your dominant side forward, okay? So you have more dexterity and you feel more comfortable and you're able to get into those shots quicker and more comfortably. Thus, in striking, when you got that left side forward, that is not your wrestling side. Therefore, the outside step double leg comes into play, okay? This allows you to keep your non-dominant leg forward, but still hit the shot and finish on your comfortable side, all right? So, it helps with two ways. You're already stepping to the leg that you have forward, and B, you can pull yourself into your traditional shot. Also, Chads, it's a safe takedowns in terms of the southpaw versus traditional matchup, okay? Because in boxing, you want that outside foot positioning. If your foot's on the inside, you're susceptible to that straight down the middle from your opponent, and you're gonna get your clock cleaned, okay? Also, when you step to the outside for that outside step double, it just kind of naturally gets your head off the center line. So if that other opponent throws like a jab, you can slip it, boom, right into that outside step double leg. It's a beautiful shot in MMA, and we could see this happen when Bo Nickel, the former Penn State wrestler turned UFC extraordinaire, he uses this in his Contender Series fight, and he kind of uses it to throw an overhand. And as he's throwing the overhand, he goes for that outside step double leg, boom, goes across, does it beautifully, okay? So not only can it be used as a defensive entry, it can be used as an offensive entry off the overhand, okay? So, but anyways, back to O'Malley, all right? O'Malley opts for a little bit of a flavorful, kind of pretty finish on Peter Yan, okay? Instead of driving across like a traditional double leg, Mr. O'Malley goes for a duck under style finish and circles to the back, okay? Instead of leaving your head on the outside and potentially getting caught in a guillotine like when King Green did against Paddy Pimblett, he decides to circle around to the back as a more safer option, okay? This also allows you to get your hooks in quicker, and potentially finish the man with a rear naked choke, okay? That's a thing of beauty. It's a little bit more complicated, but a thing of beauty, okay? And guys, O'Malley just didn't hit this on a whim, okay? He did this, I mean, he's been doing this takedown for years, all right? I'm a big fan of O'Malley and his coach, Tim Welch, and their training footage and how they think about combat sports. I think it's very insightful, and so I tune into their information on that stuff. And when you go back through their footage, their training footage, Sean was hitting this duck under outside step double leg for years, okay? Here's some footage of him rolling at a jiu-jitsu gym, boom, hits it like 3 or 4 times in this training session. I mean, he's been hitting this, drilling this over and over again, okay? You don't just hit this randomly at the highest level, and probably one of the most important fights of his career, just on a whim because he saw it on YouTube. No, him and Tim have been drilling this for freaking years, and he hit it and executed it at the highest level with millions of people watching, okay? And you can't just pull this out of your butt, okay, Chad? You gotta drill it. You gotta rep it, okay? What did I say? Rep it, okay? And I think I want to include this in my arsenal, all right? So I've been drilling it in practice and trying to get it down and trying to perfect it and see how it does for me in jiu-jitsu competitions. And maybe if I hit enough reps of this, I can hit this in an important high-level situation. Who knows? The world's our oyster, okay? But there are some potential downfalls with this shot. Here we see footage of Tim Welch trying to hit it on one of his training partners, and it fails, but he does a good job scrambling and getting back to his into his offense in this role. But yeah, if the opponent knows it's coming, they can sprawl and try to hit the guillotine while you're coming in for it, because on the double leg, you are susceptible to the guillotine. But I assume that guy rolls with Sean and Tim all the time and probably saw it coming, and therefore he's defensively ready. But if your opponent doesn't know it's coming, it'll shock him, and it'll be pretty freaking sweet, okay? And yeah, I mean, I want to implement this move. I want to hit a sweet takedown like Mr. Suga Sean O'Malley, all right? Chads, let me know what you think of this great double leg. Do you think it's underutilized in MMA? Will you use it in your training, all right? Make sure you like and subscribe and tune in to future Chad content. We're freaking excited to have you, folks. I'll see you next time.